the lovely and talented public viewer, Brian Sack.
Hi.
Now, this guy pretends to be objective every week and critiques the performance of my show. But Brian, like 10 minutes ago, was pretending to be a reporter. So how is it that I'm supposed to take anything you say seriously here, Brian?
I wasn't pretending to be a reporter. I was a reporter. I've got gray hair like Anderson Cooper.
Really?
No,
Yeah, you do look
it
a little like
qualifies
Anderson
me,
Cooper.
so I can
An
do
ugly Anderson Cooper. An Anderson Cooper that's been dragged behind a dump truck for about 4 blocks.
Oh, thanks so much.
I'm just
I was running.
trying to help.
I ran from there to here.
Okay,
I
good.
didn't take the Fort Wayne monorail.
Sure. All right, so what do you have?
Well, it was an interesting week. Had a lot of love in the inbox for Clip Week. Mm-hmm. Woo! People love that stuff.
Yeah.
And so moving on to the mayor, Wilder from Richmond, Virginia, the interview you had there.
Yes.
Sounded like an interesting guy. He was kind of a very charismatic gentleman,
Yes.
and he had stuff I wanted to hear, but I could not pay attention, and I thought, see, who's that lady in the corner? And what's going on there? I thought, you know, you with the ADD would have noticed that and been completely distracted, but apparently you just kept on going. Meanwhile, I could only focus on this little elf just kind of peeking out.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice that.
Okay, well, that's a shame.
Okay.
The Thomas Hayden Church interview brought back a lot of memories for me. My wife is Polish. I met her in an Irish bar in Paris. And so when we were dating, we had a lot of international phone calls. And you know how those can kind of get awkward every now and then. But when I saw that interview, I was like, oh, God, it's just, I'm reliving the dating all over again. So let me show you what I mean by that.
Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
PG,
You actually started your career, you don't live in Hollywood, right?
No.
And you have a ranch out there. What is your...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What is your life like?
Exaggerating.
I know.
You never see anybody where I live.
Yeah, it's really nuts.
That.
And we're gonna have to cut you loose.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, it's been a nightmare week. I've had like 3 hours of sleep in the last 2 weeks.
I understand. I'm just here to point out things.
Yeah, you know what? I want to point something out to you. You stink.
Well,
I'm just saying,
it's
you
just an
stink.
opinion.
Here's why you stink.
Oh.
The biggest faux pas on network television happened on this program. Here's the deal, and I'm the one who has to point it out. The people who mic me all the time, they go and they're snaking up through my shirt, and I notice this, and you can see here at the bottom. See how my shirt is unbuttoned? Okay, got it? Now, if you zoom in, you look just below the shirt, you see that my zipper is undone as well. I was on national television with my pants undone.
Well, there's a reason I don't notice those things, because I'm not hanging around in rest areas.
You're looking there.
You zipper your own fly. That's not my job to stare at your crotch.
That's what America does. That's why they're watching this show,
All right,
my friend.
well, then you've got a package there worth selling.
Right. Sure. This is uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
You spend a lot of time with the former governor of New Jersey, Brian, at all?
McGreevey? No, sir.
Yeah, no, sir. Okay,
but we're going to move on. Speaking of McGreevey, pink sweaters. What's up? I get emails like crazy. Please, no more pink sweaters, no more pink shoes, no more pink socks, no more pink this.
I am comfortable with my sexuality. Okay. Hey, look, I matched today.
But I had an idea.
I matched that guy.
I've got friends in advertising. I asked them, how could we make some money off of Glenn's obsession with pink sweaters?
Right.
And they immediately came up with an answer. There we go. Marketing.
Yes.
We're going to market you. We're going to sell off your clothing to the highest bidder.
Let me tell you something. He is one hot and sexy man.
Absolutely. And if you have indigestion, you know who to call.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, another thing that caught my ear was, let me just play the tape for you here.
Much more severe than what I do now. Now I'm just keeping my demons in check with a little scotch.
Good for you. You know, Ron, I'm out of time. I would love to continue the conversation. Well, best of luck, and your book is great.
Did you hear that? I heard something. Did you say I'm out of talent?
No,
Let me go back and let's hear that.
You know, Ron, I'm out of time. I would love to continue the conversation. Best of luck, and your book is great.
Glenn, thank you.
Thank you, Bubba. Clean the ears out. I'm out of time. Open the ears, Brian.
That hurts.
Open the ears. That's really weird.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here?
Hey,
nice
how are you? I thought you were in another box.
Well, so did I.
That's good.
So anyway, one more thing if we have time.
Yes.
Do we have time?
Oh, I don't.
The animation thing I thought was very funny. And there was a little animation piece, the history of immigration in the United States.
You like the one thing I had nothing to do with.
History of illegal immigration!
In a couple of minutes.
Illegal immigration is as old as, well, immigration itself. In 1890, a headline in the LA Times
very funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was hilarious, and I was wondering if maybe you could do that for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to drop a giant safe on your head, Brian.
Okay, thank you, sir.
A giant safe.
Well, I'll talk to you
Goodbye.
later. I am public viewer at glennbeck.com.
I'm me at glennbeck.com.